Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Dear Dana on a Saturday night. Thank you for joining me. Inhale deeply to the count of 4 through your nose. Hold it. Exhale everything that doesn't serve you well through your mouth.
You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever want
Very
to get
good.
away.
Again, inhale through your mouth to the count of
You know
4.
I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted
Hold
with the
it.
evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed.
Exhale
Dolls
through
full
your
of
mouth
plans,
to the
pierce my
count
heart
of
straight
4.
through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh,
Inhale to the count of 4 through your nose.
or I'll come off desperate.
Exhale to the count of 4 through your mouth. Very, very good. Welcome to Dear Dana on a Saturday night. That song is by NFX. Thank you for showing up, and thank you out in those bushes. Thank you, thank you. Tonight we're going to be talking about body syndrome, and we're going to talk a little bit about past lives, and we'll talk a little bit about organ transplant too. Your body does not lie, let me tell you. Hey, Shay B. Been missing you too. I showed up a little bit Wednesday night. For those that didn't know, I have been battling eye infection. I let it go on too long, had antibiotics, and the after effect of that has been dealing with vision loss. My vision has come in and out, which has been very irritating. Ordered new glasses to help with that until my vision settles to its baseline. But in the meantime, I've been flipping back and forth, trying to see. As the day goes on, I lose more vision. But it pops in and out, and it's like, whoo, what's it going to be next? What's my vision like this minute and that minute? So please forgive me. For a little while, I was like, I cannot be my best self when I cannot see. So I had to give myself a break and rest my eyes. So, self-care. But I am here, and I'm hoping I can help out. Some people will pop in because so many people deal with pain, chronic pain in their body. They don't know where it's coming from. Doctors were like, I don't know what this is. I can't find the source. We can't find anything in your blood work. But what's bothering them is very, very real. And people have to advocate for themselves. Sometimes it's real pain, phantom pain, things that bother them chronically. And I am here to tell you it's valid. It's valid. And sometimes they'll go, it's all in your head. It's all in your head, bae. Well, it's in your body. In some ways, it might be in your head, literally. Not like cuckoo, but it is in your head. But we're going to talk about the various ways that it can be. And your body is so wise. You got a second brain in your belly. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Shay says, let's pop that on up. Be your own advocate. My mom has preached that to me for years. Yes, you have to. Because there are some great doctors out there. Really great doctors out there. But there are some doctors, not all of them, some of them, that get the God complex and will gaslight you in a heartbeat. It's called medical gaslighting. And unfortunately, it primarily happens to women. And even female doctors, hey, Shelly Marie, even female doctors will do this to you. And because they consider women more emotional, more complaining, what have you. And they will sort of gaslight women and brush them to the side and try to find the next best explanation and send you home. Not all doctors, but a lot of doctors. A lot of doctors will do that. You'll see me flipping back in glasses on these crazy things. Hi, just got home from work. We'll be in bushes for a little bit. No worry, Shelly Marie. A lot of doctors will do this. And will be more vulnerable sometimes. Yeah, we'll come, we'll be more vulnerable. Look, a lot of women will take it and bear it and take it and bear it because you're taking care of everybody else until the nth last degree, and then they'll go see the doctor about it. And the doctors will be like, "Why'd you wait so long?" Like it's really no big deal. If you took it this long, how big a deal could it be? Right? I will tell you, I dealt with MS for easily a decade, 15 years or more, because I was taking care of my kids and I was taking care of all of Noah's medical needs. And issues, weird things would happen to me. Like maybe I couldn't walk so good while I was working a 12-hour shift at the hospital. And I would go, I'm just exhausted. That's why I'm walking like a drunk. And I get a good night's sleep or something, and it would pass. Or my vision was squirrely and I didn't see so good, or had that episode where I went temporarily blind and it passed. Guess what I said to myself? You're exhausted. That's why it happened. Because it passed and it didn't happen again for a very long time. Women do these things to ourselves. Most women do. They blow it off. And I did forever and ever and ever because I had a medically fragile child. I had a little girl. I had a very intense, high stress job and a husband. I was getting called to 3 different hospitals. So I would blow it off because it would happen just randomly. Randomly. And when episodes down the road after years came closer together, in the back of my head, I was like, what if I have MS? No, I can't have MS. That's too weird. Nobody in my family has it. Blow it off. Until episodes got closer and closer and closer together. And I finally went and I got sent to a rheumatologist after they sent me to 1,000,000 doctors to have 1,000,000 tests. Because it came up that I had my blood work, I had ANA, high ANA that showed that I had some kind of autoimmune disease, right? So they make you take tests of deletion, meaning they want you to take all these other tests to make sure you don't have all these other diseases first, which is crazy to me. Because I said, I'm afraid I might have MS. So why not do the MRI and the spinal tap and go ahead and test for MS? No, they make you test for all these other things first to make sure you don't have all these other things. So they went ahead and said, oh, we think you have fibromyalgia. That's it. You have fibromyalgia. So they gave me medications and said, oh, it's fibromyalgia. You don't have MS. So they never tested me for MS. And then after I lost Noah, I go to an ophthalmologist. I know I've told the story before. And they take all these photos of the back of your eyes where it's attached to your brain. And that ophthalmologist was like, put the picture on the wall and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss blah, 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 to tell you you have MS. And it didn't even register in my brain what he said. So I was like, what? And he said it again. Still didn't register. Later, I had to call him on the phone and say, can you please repeat what you said to me? He said, I'm sorry you have MS. You need to make an appointment right now with a neurologist and begin getting treatment. The machine that we used shows where your eye is connected to the back of the brain. And this is typically one of the first things that picks up on MS, and you have optic neuritis. So it took all of those years to finally get a diagnosis. All of those tests of exclusion. And my first instinct when I went to the doctor was the right one. My first instinct. People neglect medical care due to finances as well. True. That's absolutely true. Due to finances as well. Please press that like, share, subscribe button. It helps Dear Dana's channel. Thank you, Shelly Marie. You're absolutely right, and I forget to say that all of the time. All of the time. So tonight, one of the first things that I want to talk to you about is not just about how sometimes doctors will gaslight you and how you need to advocate for yourself, but sometimes we will get chronic pain in our body or pains in our body that are inexplicable or that hold on, or maybe doctors cannot explain. And we're going to talk a little bit about body syndrome, because we can pick up pain in our body that seems to be inexplicable, or maybe sometimes it is called something or is diagnosed something, and we are put on medication, or we do pick up something. And if you think about it long enough and track it back, and maybe you cannot remember, and hypnotherapy can help with this. Sometimes if you track it back in your life and it's been going on long enough, your body can help you figure out where this began. Sometimes it could have occurred in childhood or as an adult somewhere, where your body picked up a tick, a pain, a chronic issue, and it's trying to tell you something because it has trapped either a memory, a trauma, or something in your body that either gets triggered by certain things in your life that reflects something that happened in your past, or something that's chronic because it's connected to something that's happened in your life. So your body experiences that, whatever it is, whether it is pain, some form of illness, or what have you, but it's connected to something deeper in your memory banks or your memory muscles or your brain. Is anybody getting what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm throwing down? So it's a body syndrome. For instance, maybe somebody has chronic migraines, right? But if they think about it, maybe the migraines started when they were a teenager. And either A, when you were a teenager, something happened to you in the form of SA, or maybe your parents had a very dramatic divorce. You get where my examples are? And you had to witness it, and it was terrible and it was awful. Those are just examples I'm throwing out there. So, if you were to go under hypnotherapy or dig deep it yourself, dig deep yourself, and it could be in your unconscious. Maybe shortly thereafter is when migraines began to be born for you. You see what I'm saying? Maybe another person began to suffer with fibromyalgia beginning to peek its ugly head. And maybe it started in a certain body part. That can be triggered by stress and a multitude of other things, and it snowballs. Hello, Tim McKee. How are you doing this evening? Very nice to see you. And if you see me sticking my face down in the laptop, it's definitely because I'm trying to read, so forgive me. But body syndrome is a real thing, and the pain or the distress that you find yourself suffering through in your body is not imaginary by any stretch of the imagination. It's real. I'm picking up on your message personally. Mine wasn't childhood related, though. I absolutely get what you're saying, Shaby. Absolutely get what you're saying. And once upon a time, I used to suffer severely from panic and anxiety attacks when I was younger. And I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety, which I don't suffer from now whatsoever. And I had to track it. And with a little help from my mentor, and actually hypnosis through her, I was able to track the source. And I don't suffer with it whatsoever now. Unless there's a real crisis, and then if you have anxiety, then it's there are instances where certain emotions are called for. Then that's typically normal. You get what I'm saying? Their emotions are there for a reason. You're not supposed to not have any emotions. I'm okay. I already read that. Oh, did I? Yeah, I did. People are not supposed to live without any emotions. But when you're dealing physiologically with things, and there doesn't seem to be a root cause, then you have to look at the body syndromes and try to track. And hypnotherapy is an excellent way to do that. And 9 times out of 10, it can remove or help alleviate a lot of body syndromes. Yes, welcome, Mr. Tim McKee. And if I ever forget, and even if people don't pop up, I want to throw down the link to give people the opportunity, if they wish to. Hey, Shay B, good to see you. Good to see my mod, Shelly Marie. It's been bad that I didn't come on. It looks like a lot of people have not expected me to come on a Saturday night. But sometimes you just got to jump the shark and take care of yourself. And I just had to do what I had to do. Your eyes are the main thing that you have to come on here with. And if you got to take care of your eyeballs, you just gotta. But soon I have invited some people from the school to come on here with me because I'm going to tell you, too many people, and on one level I understand, and on one level I don't understand. Too many people are afraid of hypnosis and hypnotherapy because they are afraid sweet little old me gonna try to control their brain. I don't get it because I'm not. It is just for a tool to help people with. And I took an oath, do no harm. But either people are afraid their brain's going to be controlled, or I'm going to tap into their brain, which I can do it without hypnotherapy. Don't you get it already? And I'm going to tap in and find some secret they have. But look, the source of all there is not going to let me tap into something hurtful and harmful on you. Why would I want to do that? Hey, Sarah McCluskey, how are you? She is going to have a birthday soon. She's trying to train her dog, Marvin. Good, so far so good. And my dog, Cleo, the bigger baby, she was like, had the zoomies and was barking so loud and acting cray cray the other day, and I could not settle her down for love nor money. But she needed to be settled down. So I finally got her the collar and used a quick this is a God's honest truth, but she's part collie, and I used a quick induction on her, a quick hypnosis induction that I could think of that she would pay attention to, and I got her to calm on down and lay on down, and it worked. She's part border collie, one of the smartest dogs there is. Would it work on the other dogs? I don't think so. I just don't think so. But it worked on her. Yes, my birthday's July 29th. That is when we should go live again. I tell you what, I will invite you up to have everybody sing you happy birthday. Okay? We will do that. If I'm able to come up that night. How many in the chat believe they have had something going on in their body that is linked to something dramatic, traumatic, or some kind of significant memory in their life? If they really think about it or think back on it, that could be a body syndrome. How many in the chat feel like that is a high possibility? I know for a fact the anxiety, generalized anxiety, and panic attacks that I had when I was very, very young were linked to something that happened in my life. Know for a fact. They were some form of body syndrome, but the anxiety and panic attacks were real. That does not mean the pain or what you're going through is not real. Let me say that first and foremost. Shay, Tim, the brain is a wild thing. Ooh, how did I pop myself up like that? I don't want myself up like that. It's a wild thing. Like I've explained before, let me show you something. And I'm not trying to push hypnosis on anybody, but that's why it's so wild. You have your, well, they're not Here's let's say this is a brain. The front part of the brain has logic, reasoning, willpower, decision making, and you analyze. That's 12% of your brain, okay? This part of your brain is the critical part of your brain, right? That's like the bouncer. That's like the bouncer. It decides what gets into your subconscious or unconscious or not. 88% of your brain, let me make a line here. Let me make lines here so it makes sense. 12% of your brain is what you're trying to control the other 88% with. Your subconscious is what your knowns are in, it's your hard drive, it's your pleasure or pain, it's your life script and old movies, okay? It's what you decide what is negative in your life and what is positive in your life. And then down here, you have your primitive mind, which has your flight or fight. Like when we had dinosaurs, right? What you needed to run from or freeze. You get what I'm saying? So your conscious and your environment and the people, that flows through that little 12%. That little 12%. So with hypnotherapy, we can decide what to allow to get into the subconscious. So I'm amazed at the people I'm working with, and I'm trying to work on it harder where I can alleviate the pain longer. But I've been able to work with some people and go into the subconscious and remove pain. Some people it's lasting longer. Some people it's lasting a day or two. But literally remove physical pain and other things, right? Shelly Marie said, I'm sure me too. Who says I'm not having any lately? Sarah, that's good. Tim says, I have been protected throughout my life. You've been protected? Well, that sounds excellent. I'm assuming you mean spiritually? Or do you mean on the ground, boots on the ground? I was a lot taller than people in school. I hated it. People always want what they don't have, girl. I'm just barely brushing 5'4". I would like to be a lot taller. Shay, did you model? Because I know you're gorgeous. Everybody always wants what they don't have. I wanted smooth, shiny hair like the other girls. I wanted smooth, shiny hair. I did not have it. I went in to have my hair cut one time. That lady cut my hair so short. She cut it so short. I mean, short. And I could control it a little bit like that. And then for a long time, I had a tail down my short hair. I had a long tail down my short hair. Hey, Natasha Razor Glam. Everybody, please check out Natasha Razor Glam's YouTube page. Also, Sarah's. She says, oh, Lord, I can't read that. I hate these glasses. I'm waiting for new ones to come in. I'm at work listening, but I love this topic because I know how the muscles hold emotion, and yes, they do. They definitely hold emotion. And sometimes if you get upset, you can feel so floppy and calm and comfortable and get upset and can feel certain parts of your body activating. A person can come to me and say, I keep holding pain in this certain area of my body, and it will tell you things. If a person holds a lot of pain and tension in their shoulders, oftentimes it feels like, to me, they feel like they're carrying the weight of the world, are carrying responsibility, a lot of responsibility. If they're always having pain and tension or tightness in their shoulders or pain in their shoulder joints, I would feel like that person passively, maybe they don't complain, feels like they're carrying a lot of responsibility and they keep trudging forward and their body's trying to tell them something. Your body doesn't lie. It gives you signals all the time. Now my eyes going to look super big. I may have to have hypnosis done to find out if I was. Oh, no, 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 no. Would not do that kind of hypnosis. I am so sorry. You would have to go to somebody else besides me. Because let me tell you something. With that kind of thing, Sarah, sometimes the facts and the brain can misconstrue things or combobulate things because time has passed and you easily can convict someone that's innocent. Do you understand? So that is very, very dangerous to do. That's very dangerous to do. Shay said, I went to modeling school. I was too much of a tomboy. Well, stress is a main issue of mine. I feel it in my shoulders, back, neck, and head. And I get that, Shelly. I get that. You work hard, and on some level, you do carry a lot of responsibility. You take on a lot of responsibility, and you quietly do it to some degree. Timothy said, there is a huge calling I am meant to find. Whoop. I gotta make it blue. And contribute to others that is healing and encouraging personal growth. Well, my question to you, Timothy, is do you feel like you've niched it down or do you know what it is yet? Do you feel it in your body yet? Or do you feel like you're still kind of doing this insofar as what it is? You get what I'm saying? Because I can introduce you to something. I can definitely introduce you to something. Sarah, I think it would be really dangerous for you to go under hypnosis to do that. I do think I know. Well, DM me and we'll have a conversation, Mr. Tim McKee. DM me, we'll have a conversation about it if you want to. One of my friends, when I asked her about we don't want to have this conversation here, Sarah. Okay, honey? I'm so sorry if that happened to you, but we do not want to have this conversation here. YouTube does not like it. Ask yourself why you think you're procrastinating, Tim. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like it, Sarah. They might shut the video down. Here's the other thing, you guys, which I also do past life regression, in case you're interested. Okay, if you happen to believe in past lives, if you happen to believe, there's research, there's a lot of little kids that come back talking about past lives. And then there's research done. And sometimes they can actually find the details of the people. But if they were injured in a past life, there are times that they can either have scars from the past life or problems, physical problems in the same areas of which maybe they left that past life, which is very, very interesting. So they'll have a body syndrome that's very much connected to that of which they left their past life. Look, Timothy, you and I need to have a conversation. That's an excuse, my age 59. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Open up and give me that bar. Would I get in trouble for saying Kit Kat bar? That is an excuse, Tim McKee. We need to have a conversation. We spoke of past life on your last live when we met. Yeah, but as far as body syndrome, you can very well have a body syndrome connected to a past life. If somewhere in your unconscious feels there's something unresolved that needs to be resolved. Because they also say when you're born as a baby, and this is up for opinion, when you're born as a baby, your cells carry memory from on down the line. Simply your cells carry memories from way on down the line. Almost like, you know, those family DNA tests you can buy? Your cells carry memory from way on down the line and down and down and down and down and down. Like Memorex. People probably don't get that reference. But your cells carry memories from way on down the line. So if there's some unresolved something from a past life, it possibly could come into your body as a body syndrome. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? It's something to consider. I mean, look, when we grow up in a family unit and we watch how our parents or how each family person handles certain situations, we can say, oh, we're not paying attention. But we do. Oh, I'm never going to do that. But right, wrong, or indifferent, we record behaviors and things in our mind, right? And sometimes, unbeknownst to us, whether we want to or not, we might behave in such a way or react in such a way in certain situations that we don't expect. Sometimes what we ignore sneaks out and does its own thing. That could be a body syndrome. That could be a spiritual gift. That could be something we're trying to repress, something we didn't cope with, something in our shadow self, something we didn't deal with. The more you try to shove things back, that's like shoving a child in a corner that's eager to go play ball. It's going to come out and do its thing, and you're probably not going to like it. So we need to step back and take a look at all dynamics. And if you're having something that's nagging at you, doesn't feel right, don't know where it's coming from, doctor says you're okay, it's all in your head. Baby, it might be all in your head, in your brain, in your body, and it's connected to something. It's connected to something. It might be connected to something that happened in your life and it triggered it. Let me tell you about MS. Guess what I found out about it? You can have the component of the propensity to have it, and it can lie dormant. And all it takes is a major stressful or traumatic event to throw the switch on that bad boy. And then all of a sudden, it's flaring up, all systems go, and taking over. That's all it takes. If I had led a peaceful, lulling, simple life, I might have gone on for a lifetime, and the switch might not have been flicked on. But life does not work that way. More and more and more, medical science is starting to accept the fact that there is more to it than just what can scientifically be proven with the eyes alone. And we're going to begin to discover how amazing and wide open it is, and they are starting to join forces, right? East meets West is best, baby. And I'm going to be opening up practice. I'm already taking clients, but I'm going to be opening up practice brick and mortar and online fully in about the next 3 months. And I'm going to be very diversified and different than most to help people as fully as I possibly can. There will be limits to some people that I can help. But when I say that, it will be if I feel like I cannot help you, I'm going to say so. Because I took the oath, do no harm. But it's going to be amazing, the possibilities. Now, we have to be more open and advocate for ourselves. Do not walk into a doctor's office and let them solely ask you a few questions and tell you everything to do, and you say, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Be involved in your own care. Look at everything, every possibility in the box, outside the box. Truly. If they can't give you answers, get a second opinion, and also be your own advocate and consider all possibilities, meaning not just regular medical science. Open your mind. Open your mind. Open your mind to people like me that have a scientific background in education, but also other forms of education. And are open spiritually as well. Do your homework about people. Look at their feedback. Don't go to any Tom, Dick, and Harry. You know what I mean? But advocate for yourself. Do not be gaslit. Do not just let everybody tell you what to do. Advocate for your family. Speak up. Don't let medical people, I mean, yes, there's medicine that does wonderful things. Medical science has come a long, long way. But that being said, don't let them just throw a bunch of pills at you either. You get what I'm saying? Look, I have to take medicine, but I also know what I'm taking and what it's for. I'm both. I understand both. Medical is good. Western and Eastern is both good. You get what I'm saying? There are wonderful doctors, but you also need to look into what's going on in your body. If doctors can't find out what's going on, look deeper, look into your mental health, look into your background, look to see what it's connected to, look to see if you can find other forms of help as well. Meditate, eat healthy, drink your water. People will go, I don't have time to do breath work. That is the dumbest crap I have ever heard. You know why? You have to breathe anyway. You have to breathe every moment of every day. You have to breathe anyway. 444. Breath work is the single best thing you can do for yourself. Single best thing. Lowers blood pressure, lowers anxiety, lowers heart rate, lowers stress, helps you focus. It's the building blocks to meditation. I sound like I'm preaching. I am. It's all those things. It brings you calm. It brings you peace. It helps you hear what's going on in your body. Makes you more patient. Makes you more patient. Helps you deal with people at work. If you got to have a talk in front of people, it helps you before you have to talk in front of people. So, you have to find a way to do little things to bring self care to you. And think about, like the past life thoughts, right? Oh, and let's get it to this. I almost forgot. There is science. We've known it, but there's science coming forward. If a person gets a donor transplant, there are some facts that say there are occasions if you get a donor transplant, because cells carry some memory from other people, you might acquire certain taste, not just taste, but you could acquire taste from the donor person. Maybe you didn't like a certain food that you like now. Maybe you find yourself interested in something that you had no interest in before. Maybe you decided something is your favorite color now. Or you like a certain clothes now. And it especially happens if it's a heart transplant, maybe an eye transplant, certain major organs usually. You get what I'm saying? So you might acquire memories from transplants. Maybe you acquire body syndrome because of the memories from the transplant. It's possible. Cells carry memories. So if you got a transplant from someone and it's a major organ, you are likely to carry memories from that donor, which makes it possible to carry body syndromes. And syndromes, when I say syndrome, don't confuse it with me saying, oh, that person's cray. Okay. Yeah, send me an email, Tim, or you can DM me. Yeah, I think you said you weren't on Insta. But yeah, send me an email. And we can talk. So the world is, thank you, Tim. The world is bigger. Everything is not just science, but science. I love science. This girl, I love me some science. I find it fascinating. The brain is fascinating. Spirituality and the world, and look, spirituality is very much so tied into science. It is. You may not believe me now, but I think most of you in here do. We have so much power that we let slip through our fingers because we get stuck in our loop, stuck in our box. Crap is going to happen to us on the daily. If we stay stuck in our emotions, our anger, our negativity, because we get upset, things don't go our way, our boss is in a bad mood, we had to pay another bill, the septic tank exploded, crap is going to happen. Hey, Willow, crap is going to happen. Trust me. Those who know me that have been in here, I'm pretty transparent when crap happens around here. If I let all that get me down all the time, I would never be a happy person. I've had the worst thing possible ever happen to me that you could have happen to me. That being said, the rest of it is small stuff. If you're moving forward to try to help other people, that makes you feel better about everything. It just does. And then find your moments of solace, self care, and happiness is that much sweeter. It's just that much sweeter. But back to body syndromes. I come on here to help bring awareness, to help teach. Maybe I shouldn't have put this as an, I had to put it as an entertainment channel. I think it's an edutainment channel. I never knew what to call this niche. I'm not a niche. Maybe it would have grown faster. I didn't know what to call this channel. I didn't know what to call it. I think it's primarily educational. I don't know. I have no idea. It is my heart's desire and intention to bring awareness. That's it. To bring awareness. To hope, give people hope, healing, hopefully teach something, to be goofy, to be transparent. When I make mistakes, they show. But hopefully that lets everybody know, yeah, I make mistakes too, and it's okay. Mistakes create learning. What's that say? I am at lunch break at work. Okay. Shay says, I have a book. Oh, where's those crazy? I can be glad when I get the real glasses. I have a book on how rest to what? on how not to sweat the small stuff. I like that. The problem is YouTube doesn't have a spiritual category. That's true. I think I'm part spiritual, part science, and part goofy. Part spiritual, part science, part goofy. How about that? Part spiritual, part science, part goofy. Yeah, and I just didn't want to be another TV review channel. Because everywhere you look, there is one, two, three, four, five, six. You know what I mean? I probably would have been a lot more popular had I done that. But it's just not my heart. Not my heart. Because I'm not helping people if I do that. Yes, they do. Growth's powerful. Yep. Growth is powerful. I'm part goofy too. Well, you're on my team, Sarah, and I have decided, yes, we're still part butterfly because we do a metamorphosis, but you all are Dear Dana's angels. I don't owe you. It's just because it's Dear Dana channel. Because, like I said, when I started, I thought I would be like the new Dear Abby of this century or whatever. But nobody read the room, nobody got the message, everybody else decided what I'd be. So I'm just Dear Dana. I am just Dear Dana. That's it. That's all. That is all I am gonna be today, tomorrow, and forever. I cut 3 inches off my hair. I don't think anybody can tell. And I took Shelly's advice and took part of my hair and made a U and cut it. Nobody. I have bangs, but nobody can tell because it's always pushed back with this thing. And because my hair is curly, it doesn't want to act right. It doesn't want to act right because my hair is curly. When you got curly hair, it has a mind of its own. You can actually tell Shelly, tell the truth. Tell me the truth. Don't lie to me. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. We'll sing you happy birthday to you on your birthday. Happy birthday to you. My niece turned 17 this week. I can't believe it. 17. My nieces are gorgeous. Oh, I can't see it unless I turn it blue, purple, blue, whatever. And when you moved, oh, please let my glasses come in fast. I ordered them from iBuy Direct. Yes, when you moved and I could see. Thank you. Thank you, Willow. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I want to ask your advice. When I start my certified clinical hypnotherapy business, I don't know whether to call it a name, and I'm also going to go ahead and send this thing in to get my licensure as a psychotherapist, but it could take a while. Should I call my business a name, or should I just put my name and all my letters, as you know, you have letters, and MA and my letters as a certified clinical hypnotherapist, or should I call it a name? Everybody take a vote. I want to know. I don't know if I should call it a name. You know, this isn't going to be the name, but like the healing place, Or should I put my name with all my letters and let that be enough? I need advice. My hair is naturally curly. I like it straight. My hair will never stay straight. I'll try it, I'll straighten it. Literally 2 minutes later, it's curled back up. And my hair is fine, but it's thick. So it just burns it. To be two again, you should. What name works best for your taxes? I didn't think about it like that. If you name it a business, you can LLC it, and it's separate from your household. I do know that. I just don't know. And I don't know. I've got a really nice room on my house where they could come to my house. But here's the kicker: I can do it all over the world because I can do it via Zoom. Natasha, let me know if you want a session. Free, because I'm in my residency and I'm going to do so many free. I can do it all over the world and local. I was going to do it in a nice room in my house. My husband goes, but the dogs will bark if someone comes here. I'm like, move them somewhere else. LLC keeps you protected. And there is this real nice building here. It's a spiritual shop that they sell all kinds of things. But they have all these extra rooms that I may rent one of her rooms to start with. You can call it a name so it can be LLC protected. Do I have to call it a separate name to get it LLC protected? I would love a session. Cool! Let's set it up, Natasha. DM me. I'm glad you're not afraid. Look, if somebody does it well, I love them. Because a lot of times a good hypnotherapy session, hypnosis session, if you just want it for pure relaxation, hypnosis, it can equal 8 hours of sleep. And let me tell you, when they practice on me, I have dreamed the most I have ever dreamed in a long time. The only problem is when I wake up abruptly, I don't have enough time to write the dreams down before they slip away. If it's LLC, people can't own it. They're not going to own me, baby. They're not going to own me. I want to do a lot of medical hypnotherapy. I want to go in the hospitals while they're doing the surgery because they're doing it now and allowing hypnotherapists to be there during the surgery and putting patients under right before they put them in anesthesia and slowing the blood flow and doing other things. And it's helping surgeries. I want to be part of that. I want to be part of that. Oh, by the way, everybody, please say prayers for Marie. Our Marie Krumbacher has surgery Monday morning. Please send out your love, your light, your healing to her. She has surgery Monday morning. Send her all your love and light and prayers. But anyway, we're going to do something fun and silly here soon. Just silly. Name that tune, play that game. I'll give away a prize I can mail you. And I'll give away a session. Look, these sessions in California, some of our professors do it and they sell the sessions for $350. That is their value. Am I going to do these sessions here for that much? I got too big a heart. I can't see myself selling it for that much because I would have a hard time charging that much to somebody. But that is the value. That being said, I think I want to play Name That Tune with our voice and just give a tiny piece of the song away and see if people know what the song is and know who did it. But I would like, somebody else to come up with me. And also, I'm going to have guests up here soon. Soon, soon, soon. So it's not just me you're having to look at and hear all the time. Because I know you get sick of it. I know you get sick of it sometimes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, you like Name That Tune? We just have to be careful. I have to be careful, I think, of how much I say so I don't get in trouble with YouTube. You would think if another person sang it, YouTube wouldn't care. Shelly Marie says, sometimes, same here, sometimes the dreams stick most of the time, gone as soon as they come. It drives me crazy when I wake up and it's been so colorful and lucid and all of that stuff, and I want to write it down, and the minute my foot hits the floor, whoosh, it's gone. Makes me so mad. I don't like that. Sarah says my brain's like a whole list of songs. Oh, yeah. But I like to get a whole bunch of people to play. Me too. I love dreaming. I love dreaming too, as long as it's not scary. But I guess that would be a nightmare. Oh, yeah. By the way, there was a show called Glamorous on Netflix. And the lady that played Samantha on Dana, Sex and the City was one of the main characters on it. Kind of cute. So I watched that until it ended. And there's a real weird show called From. I think it was on Paramount? That's kind of creepy, kind of weird. Shelley Marie says sometimes the memory of the dream is on the top of my brain, but I can't pull up the recall. Yeah, it drives me nuts. I've also been studying something called dream therapy. You don't use a dream book with this, and it can help solve a lot of problems. And I love it. But I hope Body Syndrome was educational to you guys tonight. I'm trying not to keep the lives crazy long. People don't want to watch back 2-hour lives. I know I wouldn't. But if you are interested in hypnosis or hypnotherapy, again, a free session, put your name down in the comments when this is over. I bet you could do hypnosis on me to bring my panic attacks down to where you sleep better and not wake up in panic, or where you don't feel like wake up screaming. I don't know. Sarah. I'd have to find the source. I would have to get a doctor's note. I'd have to get a note from your doctor for that. It's called a doctor referral before I could do it. Deal? If I got a little note called a doctor referral, I would do it. You don't dream anymore, sadly. Look, I offer. We need to talk, Willow. We need to talk, girl. We need to talk, my friend. But anyway, make a comment down below. I'll draw names. I'll do a little giveaway. I want to do a silly name that tune kind of live just to cut the stress out. You suffer from insomnia? Shay, I can imagine that you hate it. I am so sorry. They say you do, but just don't remember. Everybody has dreams. Even if you don't remember, your brain has to have dreams to stay alive. That's the truth. Even if you don't remember, your brain, out of necessity, has to have dreams to stay alive. That is truth. It's truth. It is a physiological necessity. It's like taking out the trash. Otherwise, think of a computer being overloaded. You have to clean out your computer periodically, right? Same with the brain. Otherwise, too many message units. But anyway, I love you all so much. I do. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Please. Oh, hey there, Arlie's Delights. We are at the very end. Everybody, please check out Arlie's Delights channel if you get an opportunity. Please like. If you get a chance, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, and share. Have a wonderful Sunday. I hope you enjoy the information here. Always advocate for yourself. Do self-care. Learn about your body. Track down anything that could be the beginning of where maybe some pain started. I love all of you very much, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening. I'm sitting here picking at my face. I shouldn't be. And remember, your vibe attracts your tribe, you beautiful earthbound angels. And until next time, mwah, and please say a prayer for Marie. Take it easy, breathe, and I'll see you on the flip side. Here we go. Oh yeah, you in the bushes too. Here we go. Here we go. Go. Let me find it. Dana, you better might have to pick up those glasses. Oh, where is it? Somebody help me. Help me. Somebody please help me. Might have to pick out a different song. There it is. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Everybody, you take care of yourself. Until next time. Here we go. Go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Thank you for coming. I wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll see with the negativity. Bye, everybody. Right by that energy. Even
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 but even that could change. You could flip
Bye, everybody.
like some batter in your brain.
Enjoy your Sunday.
That's why I say